What about the Ghostbusters franchise appealed to you as far as the collaboration as a designer?
The name of the brand, Hstry, we tap back into cool things throughout the world history. So even Hollywood stuff. So like Ghostbusters is huge to me. It's like one of those things growing up that made that impact.
Early in your career, you didn't have a lot of strategic partnerships, but here lately you were Hennessy and you did a lot of different brands here today. What's changed for you throughout your career to make you kind of want to do those strategic partnerships?
I don't know if it's putting your ego aside so you can make moves and do things that you wanted to do since a kid. Because as a kid, I wanted to do all these things. Before I got into music, I wanted my own sneaker, I wanted my own movie theaters, all of these cool things. So music happened. That was just the thing that took my life on this whole roller coaster ride. So, I've been rocking out with it so long, naturally, I had room for other things, you know what I mean?
You've been in the news lately. You were at the Met Gala with The Weeknd, performing a remix of Tell Your Friends About It. How was it working with him?
Weeknd is real smooth, very talented. It's a magnetism, you're just drawn into it. So I was really happy to be there at the Met. Shout out to The Weeknd, and Tell Your Friends About It is one of my favorite records. So, you know what I'm saying? So I was just happy to do that.
Yeah, and Ye produced that track, and you worked with Ye and French Montana recently for the music video shoot to Figure It Out. Was that as fun as it seemed?
That was so much fun that I was worried that they wouldn't be able to capture the fun, but they captured it real well.
So I remember last year you posted an image of Ray Shremmerd promoting their album, which was a great album, but people expect you to like lyricists. For fans out there, what's the artist that you listen to that people wouldn't expect you to listen to?
Alina Baraz. You know I love Sade. I listen to everything.
Are you a fan of Future?
Big fan of Future, man. He's pushing flows forward, and he's speaking about this generation and what's going on. That's a great place to be, and that's what I respect about.
Plenty of people will consider you a legend, and arguably top 5 ever. Do you feel that way about yourself? I
don't like legend. Top 5, that's what everyone wants to be. So I'm not going to argue that. I like that, that's love.
Rumors are circulating that Rick Ross may executive produce your album. Is there any truth to that?
No, there's no truth to that, but I'm a free artist. I'll be down to do something like that down the road. I talked to Scarface at one time years ago about producing an album for me. DJ Premier producer. I'm into that. Large Professor. Ross got great beat ideas. So, I got a lot on the table right now, but, don't be surprised somewhere down the road something like that could happen. Shout out to the boss, Rick Ross.
You have your hand in a lot of different things, from clothing to your labels to Jay Dilla album.
Okay. Shout out to the whole Dilla family. Shout out to Detroit. Diary of Jay Dilla, that was released a couple of weeks ago. Snoop Dogg got a great record on that album. I'm on that album. We released the video. So we just really sponsored his whole legacy. We were down for it. And also Pimp C, we released something on Pimp C. We're definitely trying to do stuff that curates the culture, and I think that speaks for that.
I don't know if you saw last week, XXL tweeted a picture of you, Diddy, and Future. They put your nickname Esco, but the younger fans didn't realize that you used to go by Esco, and your loyal fan base went after them and taught them a lesson. For you, is it still surreal to have such loyal followers?
Yeah. Oh yeah, shout out to every one of them. Shout out to all the people that still remember who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting up there. But, shout out to everybody, the entire hip-hop game. My heart bleeds for it. Working on my record now, it's taking me some time because it has to be right. It has to be right for me. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this thing could add on to the stuff that I'm doing.
What's next for Nas?
I'm just trying to open doors and do the things that I talked about doing in my music. I thank God every day that I could wake up in the morning, that I'm not in jail, that I'm not in the ground, that I'm not, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for, to take advantage of my life experience in this time, man. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it from the man himself. Again, this is Nas at the Nas Times Ghostbusters collaboration.
Hstry, Ghostbusters, Felines, we got the Slimer Souls, they glow in the dark. Could you believe it? A kid from the projects.